Hello class, today we are going to do another construction. This one again has to do with a triangle and the points of concurrency, this time of the angle bisectors of the triangle. So I want you to open GeoGebra if you haven't got it open already, and I want you to do half screens, maybe one with the video, half with the video, and half with a GeoGebra. So that way you can see both this video and what you're doing on GeoGebra. Keep in mind, of course, you can always pause the video whenever you need to. I probably will go a little too fast for you, but that's the beauty of video. So once you get your GeoGebra open, what I want you to do probably is turn those axes off. We really don't need them, and so we'll turn those off so they're not so distracting. You can turn off the algebra or close this algebra window also. We don't need it. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to create a scalene triangle. It's very similar to what we did in the last video. And this time we are going to create the angle bisectors of each of these angles. Now there is an angle bisector tool. So if you'll go up here, I believe it is in the perpendicular line drop-down menu. You'll see it right there as angle bisector. So we're going to choose angle bisector, and if you hover over that, you can see that it says select 3 points or 2 lines. I will tell you that I've tried doing 2 lines, and you're welcome to choose 2 lines, but we get an extra angle bisector in there that we don't need. So the best way to do this is to select 3 points. So we're going to bisect this angle down here by selecting the 3 points that make up the angle, and you can see that angle bisector just popped up for us. And we're going to do that with all 3 angles. Select the 3 points with the vertex obviously as the middle point, and then let's do the last angle. So we've created the angle bisectors. Keep in mind the angle bisectors literally bisect this angle, cuts it directly in half. And what do you notice? They are all concurrent at a point called the blank. And I want you to Google that, and I want you to try to figure out what the name of that point is. It's the point of concurrency for the angle bisectors of a triangle. And so that's what you're going to need to Google. Let's go ahead and create the intersection point of those lines. So intersect this line and this line for me, please. And it did. There's the point of intersection. Now, what's super nifty about those angle bisectors is not only do they all come together at a point, but it is also the center of a circle that is inscribed inside this triangle. And we can easily find that by, first of all, creating a perpendicular line. So we're going to go over here to the perpendicular line tool. I have to try to find it. There it is. It's the 4th icon over. I want you to use, there's 2 of them. There is perpendicular line, actually right here, perpendicular line through the point. We don't want the perpendicular bisector, we want just perpendicular line. And when we choose that and hover over it, it describes how to do that for us. We're going to select the point and the perpendicular line that we want to be perpendicular to. So I want to select this as my point and this as my perpendicular line. So you see it's created this line segment that's perpendicular right here at this side. I'm going to do the same thing with all 3 sides. So I'm going to click the point and the side, click the point and the side. And you can see we've created those perpendicular lines. They are not perpendicular bisectors. Those lines did not bisect the sides. They just came down at a right angle to the sides. So what is kind of neat about that is what we've created there is a radius for our circle. So this line segment that I'm pointing to right here is congruent to this line segment, which is congruent to this line segment. And since they're all equidistant from this point, we can use those as the radius of our circle. So we're going to go up here and we're going to select circle with center through point. It's at the top. So we're just going to, you know what? I take that back. We do need to identify these as intersection points. Otherwise, the computer will not know where to stop our circle. So go back up here and choose your intersection tool and click this line and this line, that perpendicular line and the side of the triangle, and create that intersection. We might as well do that with all three sides. Click the perpendicular line, then click the side of the triangle. Click the perpendicular line, then click the side of the triangle. I said that backwards, but hopefully you got what I meant. Now I want you to go up there and get that circle. And we're going to start with the center at that point of concurrency. And you're going to drag that out right there so that you've created the inscribed circle. So that point of concurrency is not only the point of concurrency for the angle bisectors, but it's also the center of the inscribed circle. So I want you to look up the name for that point, and then I want you to use the text box and type the name of that point right here. Name of the point. I want you to look that up. And I want you to type it right there so that it's right on your picture. Alright? And when you get done with that, of course, we're going to go to File, Export, and we're going to Graphics View as Picture, and then we're going to save that to our desktop and insert it into a Google Doc along with the other constructions for the day. And that's it for the angle bisectors of a triangle.